welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. If you are here for the very first time, I'd like to welcome you. My name is Nissy T. Please make sure you subscribe, okay, to my channel and hit that bell button. I don't know where it appears on either side, but make sure you hit it. As you can see, I am with Teeyana again. Oh my god, we back.
We back. Better than ever, honey.
Yes. Listen,
better than ever.
I've been really enjoying, like, literally enjoying myself so much as we've just been filming. We've banged out a good amount of content. Yeah. So, like, this is the final video. So, like, we've got to end with a bang. We've been talking for ages. Literally. But it's been so good just bouncing off of each other. Yeah. But as you can tell by the title of this video, because I really don't want to make this too long, things that people don't tell you about life after uni is something that I've actually wanted to film for. I thought it was gonna be different at Teeyana's house, but it's a lie.
I live down the road.
She lives down the road and it's always sirens. Anyway, so yeah, it's something that has been on my heart for a really long time because obviously I graduated last year from uni and there's a lot of things that were like that hit me when I was done. Sorry. I felt that. Literally.
Everyone see, I felt that. I feel it.
I smelled that. I feel it. I hear it. Like everything. And I think it's so important, especially because I know a lot of you guys are in that period now where you're finishing exams. A lot of you guys are obviously in final year and you're starting to think about your future, thinking about what you're going to do after uni.
Getting excited and all that.
Yeah. So we're here not to scare anyone, not to traumatize anyone. There's a lot of benefits, but
I ain't gonna lie.
We're being, yeah, maybe, but we're just being real. But we're about, okay, so with yourself, just to give them a bit of context, kind of tell them.
Cool. I graduated in 2016. I went to Bournemouth Film School. I studied film production and cinematography and was loving it, dipping and doing it. I came out of uni and I went straight into the industry. I worked in post-production for a bit, but I'm currently working in production, so it's a little bit different. But I started in post-production. I was like, oh my gosh, yes. Came out of uni, I'm in the industry. This is exactly how I want it to be.
My lord, did you hear that?
Guys, I hated it so much. I literally fell into depression because I hated going into work.
But why, if it was something that you really wanted to do?
Do you know what? I feel like work can make you really hate what you love. Like, I love editing. Like, I'm a bedroom editor. Like, I love it so much. In the industry, it's completely different. And no one really told me you have no creative control. You just sit there with a producer. They just tell you what to cut. If you're starting out from the bottom, you're making teas and coffees. You don't have an opportunity to actually learn anything. Wow. You have to take your spare, like you're doing 12-hour days. You have to take your spare time to go and learn. Like, where do you even find the time? You don't have any social life, like literally nothing. It's not fun. And I was like, oh, they didn't really, they didn't paint a picture that I thought, that the picture that was painted for me wasn't really real. So I left that company and I went to work for just like a normal company. I went into working for 3. No, actually I started working for Winter Wonderland. I did the photography for events. Did that, obviously Winter Wonderland ended. I was like not working for like 4 months and I sat down and I was like, what am I doing with my life?
How was that period though? Because a lot of people do go through that where they think that they're just gonna come out of uni and get a job straight away, and then they have like a period. Some people you hear that they go 6 months or however long. Yeah, well obviously, I came out and I got a job, but I was very unhappy. So that led me into depression. Because I can say to you, 2018, the end, November. You mean 17? Or 16?
Yeah, no, 2016, because I graduated in 2016, yeah. So I would say October to December was the worst period of my life, literally. Wow. I hated it. I was like, this isn't what I'm meant to be doing, like what's going on? And because you don't have anyone advising you, it's literally like, I don't actually know what I'm doing. You're not in a system anymore, you're actually free. So your day, there's no routine to your days, even though realistically uni can kind of do whatever you want, but you do have a timetable. Yeah, there's a structure. I didn't have that, so I was just like, what's going on, fam? I really don't know what I'm doing. and you're trying to figure out yourself. Obviously, we did a video about creativity and how there's
being a creative.
There's no direction. So there was no direction. So then I kind of felt so, I've never felt so lost in my life. And I was just crying all the time. My friends really didn't see it. My friends who were meant to be really close to me, they didn't see it. So we fell out. So I felt like I was losing people. Everything was literally felt like it was just falling apart. And I said, why did no one tell me that it was going to be this hard? Like, they made it seem like you're going to come out of uni and it's going to be easy peasy, or even if you don't get a job, you'll be okay. It literally was honestly the worst and darkest moment of my life. And I remember I went into like literally a dark hole, and I was crying to God, and I started praying, and I've like literally the whole lights in my house was off, and I was crying on my floor because I felt so. And I don't know what happened, but it was the worst thing ever, and I literally don't wish that on anyone. But that was my personal experience. It's probably not as deep to some people who have left. Some people are probably living life, but for me, it was the worst experience ever. But it has led me to my purpose. So we're gonna talk about finding purpose as well.
We're gonna talk a little bit about that too.
But yeah, it just literally, I can literally just say, like, I remember my 23rd birthday. I was in a sparkly dress. Some of my friends were around me, and I was sad. I was just sad.
Wow,
and it just didn't make
birthday.
sense. Literally, in the videos of my birthday, you just see me looking so nice. Everything's nice on the outside, and I'm just sitting there, and I can't see anything good in my life. Like, and that's what life after uni was for me. I was just literally in my mind. The enemy has a way of telling you, like, this is it. Yeah. This is all you're gonna get. You're not gonna get anything after.
Especially when you're viewing things in your human eyes. You're only seeing that moment, that darkness or whatever it is that you're going through in that moment. But you know, you don't even realize that God has such a plan for you, and there's so many ways that He's already like, I'm gonna get you out of this, and I've got this for you, and I've got this plan for you, and this amazing thing's gonna happen. But you only see where you're at in that time, which can be scary.
So even thinking about that now makes me so sad, because it was so, I can't explain how I was feeling to anyone, but yeah, I literally, even mom started talking about masters, I was even considering it, because I just wanted to be placed back into a system, a routine, a box, because I just didn't know what I was doing. And I started freelance video editing, but that helped me a lot actually, because I started getting clients through word of mouth. I was going to people's houses.
So wait, quick question. I feel like I'm doing an interview. Sorry guys, but it's just so interesting. So how did you then transition from like that, being in that like dark space, and then kind of coming out of it?
Prayer. That's it.
Wow.
I can literally just say prayer. If it wasn't for me praying that night, I don't know what happened, but something, God moved, and something shifted, and it felt like God broke me free from that evening, and all I needed to do was call out to Him.
Wow.
It's like I was just sitting there, just sitting in the darkness. Literally, you know when you sit and accept your situation? That's what I was doing for a long time. And I think that night I literally called God, and literally I said, I need you. And it's like a chain just released me, and then everything started changing. I started being more active, because at the end of the day, you can't be praying and you're not doing anything. You can't, like, I think a lot of people use, there's this thing where a lot of, I'm not trying to like just go into Christian, I'm just talking about people in general, they'll pray for stuff and sit there and use that as God, if it's your will.
It's your will.
God, you didn't bless me with it, so it wasn't your will. No, you didn't work. You need to work hard.
Faith without works is
dead. So it's like I needed to be active, and I'm a very chatty person. I network so hard. That's how I got into the industry so fast as well, because I just talk to people. Like when I was in second year, that whole summer I was working at a company that was editing for adverts. So I built my connections with that. Even they told me not to go back to uni, that they wanted me, and I said I got to finish what I started, mate. But I've learned to build my connections. So all that magic, I forgot about it. I forgot about all the people that I knew. I forgot about all that jazz. But yeah, man, it was. I'm talking bears.
But it's really interesting. I can't, because you saying this could be something that someone's going through right now, or that people are experiencing, honestly, or could even help to prevent people getting into that place. You know, just that place. But I think with myself, obviously, like I only graduated last year. It feels like a very long time ago now, but when I think about it, I'm like, oh, okay, I was still in uni like this time last year. Bruv, it was, that journey was just tough. But anyway, so post uni, I was kind of blessed in a different way because I already had actually like you, had a job already kind of set up for me. So I did an internship obviously with the company that I'm currently working at, which is the marketing place. I did an internship with them during the summer of the penultimate year, so the year before I left uni, and then they offered me a job to come back with them. And so I had a job, so I was kind of, I felt quite secure. Like I was kind of like, oh, I thank God, like, you know, that I don't have to be one of those people that are stressed out and worrying and applying, because I had like friends around me who were like applying for loads of things, getting rejected and getting really, really worried, like, wow, I'm really gonna be another person, one of those people who sadly but like finish uni and I just kind of sat there and have no job. So I felt very blessed and very fortunate knowing that I was secure. I could just focus on my exams. I didn't have to focus on anything else. But when I then came out of uni, I think the thing that hit me the hardest was that idea that there's no structure, and that now but I feel like I put more pressure on myself, because I was almost like, now it's okay, Nissy, you've been working so hard for so long. So anyone that's been following me for a while would know that I started like doing things like presenting and hosting all that stuff when I was like 15. So I was always in education, always in school, and I always used to, while I love education, I love learning, there were parts of me that almost used to see education as almost like a bit of a hindrance, because I always used to be like, I could be doing this if I wasn't, whatever, opportunities would come.
Education doesn't really set you up for anything. You know?
That's the thing. So I have two sides. I do believe that, you know, people like, education is good. I still do believe that even though, you know, our education system is broken and there's a lot of things that we need work on and we need changing, I still do believe that the core like things that you learn and the core values in education are still there. However, it doesn't necessarily directly equate to not maybe getting a job or you being successful. Hence why you always hear stories of like Richard Branson, I don't know who, all these other people that dropped out of uni and did this and they did their own thing. Education, or in the basic term, as in going to school, doesn't directly equate to you then becoming successful. That's what you need to understand.
Education is a system to create you as a worker.
100%. And that's where the education system is lacking, because the times are moving. We're not, you know, the education system is almost like they're still in like the industrial times, like when people would go back into factories. People factories are shutting down. People are not working in that anymore. Now people are online, digital, but it's like the education system doesn't want to move with that. And that's why we're going to keep staying behind as a country if we don't give people. But anyway, that's a whole story for another day. One thing that I just did not realize would really affect me was having that structure. So bearing in mind that all your life growing up, so you go to primary school, you go to secondary school, you go to sixth form or college, then you go to uni, you've basically been kind of told where you have to be and what,
and you have someone you can, oh gosh, the thing you have
it's fully charged anyway, so I'll swap it.
You have teachers that you can go to when you need advice. You have them telling you, you've got to do this, you've got to do this, have you done your application, have you done, you have that.
Do you know what is crazy though? It's almost like it's a distraction from life. Not a kind of like a distraction from life, because it's like you live in the bubble, especially when I was at uni. Oh my goodness, Cambridge has a way of like just putting you in a bubble, because they put so much pressure on you, especially, so it makes you feel like that's it. That is it. Like that is, it's just you. Cambridge is the most important thing in your life right now. Everything else doesn't really matter. Then you come out of uni and it punches you in the gut. It's like literally someone just taking their fist and punching you in the gut, and all of a sudden you're like, you're winded. You're like, damn, I can't breathe. Oh my gosh. And you start to realize things like,
start trying to email your teacher, Miss, I need you.
Bruh, like you start to realize like, damn, I'm actually on my own. And now all of those times where, well, for me anyway, when I was like, all of those times where I was like, oh damn, I wish I could be doing this instead of being at school, or I wish I could be doing this rather than having to study for an exam. Like I had to,
there's no
over my years I had to turn down a lot of opportunities for school. But now it was almost like, well, Nissy, there's no more excuses, so what are you gonna do now? So, and that was the first thing I kind of said to myself.
And it's like you want an excuse because you're like, I'm not ready, but you are ready.
And I think that was my thing. Like, it was almost like you're looking for an excuse.
Yeah.
But it's I think it's a natural instinct, because all of a sudden that safety net has been pulled away. It's like, it's no longer there anymore. Now it's literally like, as you jump up and you go to fly, whatever is underneath, boy, it just is where it is. And I think that's what scared me the most, because there was no security, no kind of, and me, I kind of like being in control. Though it's weird. I'm almost like an ambivert. You know, people that are introvert and extrovert. It's almost like I like challenges. I like trying new things. I like exploring and but I also like some sort of security.
Yeah.
And I like knowing what's gonna happen, and I like being organized, all of that kind of stuff. But I think for me, I just remember, just even till now, like, guys, even a year on, I remember, I think I posted a picture on Instagram a couple of weeks ago where I was like, guys, you guys look at me, and a lot of people, I get a lot of messages from people that say, that was my friend, but yeah, a lot of people that say, oh, you look like you have it all together. And more recently,
people say that. Oh my gosh, someone said to me, oh, you seem so motivated. I was just like,
bruv, if you
knew, I'm trying.
Like, everyone has their struggles, and literally I remember like posting this picture, and I was just like I am at a point in my life where God is opening so many doors and opportunities for me in different fields, and I love so many different, excuse me, wow, nasty, and that really stank, sorry girl. God has opened so many doors and opportunities for me, but I genuinely feel like I don't know what I'm doing. And that for me is so scary, because I feel like I need to have structure, I need to know what I'm doing, I need to know where I'm going. And that's one thing that they don't prepare you for, like this feeling of almost like you're falling and there's no one to catch you, and there's nothing to catch you,
and having to motivate yourself.
Oh my gosh,
because you don't have your teachers there telling you, you know what, come on, you can do it. Or obviously not every teacher's like that. Some people are like, some teachers are trash, but even that's sometimes a motivator. Actually, no, I'm gonna prove you wrong.
Yes, I've had that.
Yeah. But like, you don't have your teacher there as like a support system that, because they're paid to do it, they naturally have to kind of like do it. It's not like, because your support system can be your friends, but they're not paid to do it. So it's like, they don't.
With teachers and stuff, anyway, you get good results, it looks good on them. So really and truly, they have a reason to push you. You
can literally sleep in your bed for like a month. And like, you can actually just do that. That's how scary it is, because when you're in uni, you can't do that. When you're in school, you can't actually do that. You can't sleep in bed for a month.
And again, it is almost like having an excuse, because you can say that, but I'm at uni, and so, you know, I'm studying. So really and truly, I can get away with, if there's a day where I just sleep in my bed for the whole entire day, well, guess what, I didn't have any lectures today, but I'm still at uni, I'm not finished yet, so there's still that purpose. Whereas when you are done with uni, it's almost like all of a sudden you start to think, okay, so what is my purpose in life? What have I been called to do? What do I need to do? Where do I need to be? And trust me, I've had all of these thoughts. You guys think that I am grateful. One thing that I will say, I do thank God, because I've always been, you know, God has truly allowed me to, where I've been doing things for so long, I kind of know the areas that I want to be in, and he's provided me with opportunities, and I felt like I've known my purpose for a few years now. But it's still, even that, it still makes you question yourself, your ability, who you are, what you want,
what are you meant to do.
Yes, when you come out of uni, you probably will go through a phase where you are questioning everything. You will literally, I think I questioned everything. Really, siren? Sorry guys, we just had to change the battery pack just in case it like shifted a little bit, but yeah, it's just something that I feel like you should be prepared for. Just acknowledge that you probably will come out of uni, and even if you're somebody that truly kind of knows their path and knows where they want to go, because it is the end of that educational period, and it's been such a massive part of your life up until that point, you probably will come out and question everything. Literally
the word
everything.
Purpose will be on your mind 24/7.
Like, why am I here?
What am I doing? Why am I here? Where am I going? Who's coming with me? I can say, like, literally, you're not gonna find the answers straight away. Even now, we still question ourselves.
Even now,
like, like, even though I know, like, what I'm back in TV, I'm in production, I'm working, I'm in the happiest place ever. Like, going to work and actually being happy. Like, I've never even known that this feeling existed.
Wow.
Like, I swear to you. But it's even like, oh my days, am I actually still gonna, because I still have to grow, I still have to get to the level that I need to be. It's like, oh my days, what if I don't get to that level? What if I'm swayed into something else? But I remember someone saying that whatever you're trying to do, whatever you think you need to do, put 100% into it. Because if it's not actually what you're meant to do, that will lead you into what you're meant to do. And TD Jakes, he said it in Saw. He said it in Saw. Put one in the book. Elevation Church. He does a 1 hour. I'll send it to you. But does a 1 hour video with Stephen from Elevation Church.
Is it the white guy?
Yeah.
Yes, I've watched that interview. Yeah.
He says, put your whole heart and your whole mind into that one thing. It could be hair, but that opportunity, you could do like a client's hair, and then she gives you an opportunity that pushes you into what God has set
that was
for you.
what you were meant to do. But the pathway that you had to go was that pathway. So it's really, really important. And one thing that I will also say as well is that there's like different parts of purpose. Purpose is not just this. I don't believe anyway that purpose is just this one thing, because you might, like you said, you kind of know the field that you know, like God has given you a certain skill, and you're like, listen, God, I'm not really that amazing. But you never know, because God calls the unqualified. You know,
true.
You might not be qualified for something, but He's like, no, I want you to be there. So you never know. You might not have the skills for it, but you might just get it. So, but you know, already, like for example with Teeyana, she already has an idea of where you want to be or what you want to do. With myself, I have an idea also of like what God has called me to do on this earth, which I believe is my purpose. But there's different levels to that. It's not just, okay, my purpose and then boom bam, that's it. But there's also other bits where you kind of still think to yourself, okay, my purpose might be this, as in that's like the end goal and that's the end focus, but what is my purpose, let's say like today, or what is my purpose in a week from now,
even in your finance, or it's not just job. I think just link it to job. What's your purpose in ministry? What's your purpose in relationship? What's your there's so much. What's your purpose in friendship?
Yes,
because
100%.
Friendships is something that can make or break. Like that's something that can literally. There's so much value in friendship, and when you when someone
did you feel like, sorry to interrupt, did you feel like you made more friends after you graduated, or did you feel like you lost friends after you graduated?
In uni, I didn't really make friends, you know.
Really?
I hated everyone.
Wow.
I hated it. I was the only black girl in my uni.
Wait, in your whole uni?
In my film school. So my film school was separate. So
how many people?
I think there was like 60 a year, so it wasn't a lot of people. So it's three, But I was the only black girl in the whole film school. I didn't like anyone because everyone came from areas that they've never seen black people. So I'd get the questions, and it really irritated me. I get irritated so easily. And
I think people please don't undermine how difficult it is to be in that position where you are, let's say, the only black person in an environment that's maybe all white. Yeah. Because some people see it as like, oh, well, what's the big problem?
Yeah,
like, we're all human, but there's differences between us. And
there's some of the stuff they would say, I'd be like, wow. So it would make me withdraw away from them. But second year, I just learnt to. There was two of my friends who came from like, I don't know, they were aware of culture and things like that. So they were the two people I connected with, but everyone else I didn't really like. I still had my friends from outside of uni, so I wouldn't say I made more friends. I only made 2 friends from uni, so literally. But I would say I lost I lost my group that I was with, like my codies, my squad, because obviously when going through depression, I don't really want to talk about it too much. They just, it's not their fault, but they didn't see it. And when they saw it, they didn't really help me. So that fell apart. But I'm blessed to have, I think ministry and church has actually added my amount of friends that I have now. I have more church friends. Yeah. So that's helped me with my walk, but that's like a bit different. Yeah.
No, the only reason I ask is because that might be something as well, like to consider. Yeah. The fact that your like dynamics with your friends might change. Yeah. And the people that you, because bearing in mind, like, adulting is not a joke. Let's just make that very, very clear. Another thing that
why did we try and grow up so fast, please? Let me know.
Why were we so fast to be like, I can't wait until I'm like 18 so I can travel, I can do this, I can do that? No, take me back. Please take me back. The moment that, literally, the moment you kind of overstep that kind of that rite of passage or whatever you want to call it, of going to uni or studying or whatever, and you're officially adulting now and you're like in the big wide world, you realize that number one, there's obviously other pressures like finances and supporting people well. It depends on your circumstance, but those are there. But also your dynamics with your friends might change because you're now adulting and you've got all your busy lives that you're living. You thought you were busy at uni, you thought you were busy before, start working.
And not all of them will understand though. Everyone gets busy, but not everyone will understand because I mean, I'm so busy now. Same. And Nissy's busy, so we understand that. Even literally. This has taken us 6 months, we understand.
And it's not like one of them ones I look at Teeyana like, oh, do you know what, bun her? Because I get it. And I thank God that she's accepting of the way I am. Like, sometimes I take forever to reply. I know I always get cussed but you're also...
My phone is so bad. Like, I have like so many messages from like everything. But I have an understanding that we're adults now. We don't have the time that we used to have.
Yes.
Not all my friends.
And we're trying to get the bag, sis. Why are you so mad when just because people... I think that really aggravates me because I've actually fallen out with like... Guys, I've fallen out with a few people.
I have as well.
I don't even want to come now to come and start.
I just find it like... I'm like...
Off camera, but
I'm just like... We're adults now.
We're adults. Like, we're trying to get the bag, sis. Why
my
are you so
working
mad?
hours are so mad. Like, I work 6 a.m. I had to be at studio till 7 p.m. in the evening. I was tired.
Crazy.
So you think I'm gonna answer you? I cannot answer you, honey. When I get home, I'm going to sleep. Obviously, a lot of my friends are creative, so they get how the industry works. But not everyone is. The ones who have like normal jobs, it's a 9 to 5, and then they have all that time. Or then it's different for people, but some people are like, oh, like you don't even holler anymore, you don't make time for me. It's like, I really wish I could, but the free time I just want to sleep. Honey, I just want to sleep. But like, that has happened.
And just you know, massive shout out to the friends who do remain really good friends, because I have a couple of friends who like completely understand, and they have just been so like supportive, and they would just, I understand, I get it, it's okay.
And when we link up, it's like we never left each other.
100%. But that's one thing definitely to expect. Like the dynamics between your friendships and stuff might shift and might change depending on obviously what you're doing and where you're all at.
With countries.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
My friend's in New York right now. I ain't seen her in time, but I FaceTime her. Like things like that change. People have families. Like
you come out of uni and you realize that everyone is just scattered and doing loads of different things. But I think friends is the one. Like I realized that as soon as I finished uni, and especially because you can't, because I think people are almost more accepting when it comes to uni because they're like, oh, can't get in the way of your education. But the moment that you are, let's say, back in, especially if you were away from London, you're back in London, people expect you to be very present, and so they're not as accepting of like, I'm busy or whatever it is. But yeah, just expect, I've had that, guys, and just expect that dynamics of friendships might change.
But also time with friends doesn't mean anything. Like knowing someone for 10 years doesn't actually mean anything. Because as soon my closest, most valuable friends now, and I would say they're my friends from church, but they're actually my friends like in life. I've known them for like a year and a bit, and they've added so much into me than the friends that I've had for like 10 to 15 years. It's like time doesn't mean anything. I think when I did that circle of people I used to be around before like we split up, I was so sad. I was like, oh my gosh, they've been my friends since secondary school. But it's just like, come on girl, stop crying, stop, grow up.
Gotta put your big girl pants on and just get on with it. I know it sounds really scary, guys. Like I said before, we're not here to traumatize you. We just want to prepare you, actually. I think this is better for preparation. And I think we did, like I said, we did want to speak about purpose because we could be talking about all of that for ages. And if you have any more questions, actually, please send them to asknissy@nissyt.com, because I feel like it's definitely something that I wish I had more preparation on. And also the final thing, sorry, I just remembered something else as well, is that you know, I'm at a point even now, guys, where, you know, I said in a previous video, I can't reveal everything just yet because of where I'm at right now, but it's very easy for you to fall into doing something, especially when you start working, that you don't necessarily love or that you don't necessarily like, but you just do it because you almost feel like, oh well, this is just what I'm supposed to do next. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you just kind of like...
Or like even just paying bills.
And just paying bills and whatever. Just remember, especially when you've graduated, you're too young to get tied into something that you hate or that makes you very unhappy.
Yeah.
I know, like, obviously some people have I have responsibilities too. I contribute towards my household. I contribute in so many ways. I now have a car as well. So there's so many things for me to think about. But I just have to have faith that it's all gonna work out and that I can't limit myself and I can't allow my happiness to be sucked out of me. Nah,
oh, I'm in this situation, so I can't.
Nah, we're not doing that.
No. And I think as well, don't get stuck. I think a lot of graduates come out, they get a temp job. Oh, I'm just gonna do this for a week or a month or something. You get stuck, literally, and you're looking back, and you was like, I was meant to be here for like 3 months, and I'm here for like a year and 3 months.
Yeah.
Okay, no.
How?
Make sure that you are like, if you have to do that, because I get it. Like, we have bills to pay. We're adults now. Make sure you are going hard for what you want.
Yep.
Because I see people get stuck and they just settle and they're like, you know what, this is it for me. If you accept it, that's you. But just know that at the end of the day, you're gonna wake up one day and realize how unhappy you are, how bitter you're gonna become because you didn't pursue your dreams. You didn't like take your time to, you know, fight for it. You might have to lose sleep, sadly. This girl's going home to edit,
bruv,
and she's got work in the morning.
I'm thinking about it now. I'm like, God
might
give
have
me
to
strength. See, I told you, God give me strength is my motto. God give me strength.
Like, you're gonna understand the meaning of sacrifice.
Yeah, especially if
I didn't understand it.
Especially if you're somebody that doesn't just want to do, let's say, like a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
If you're somebody that does want to be creative or wants to do other things or wants to be an entrepreneur, just know it's going to be a lot of hard work, especially if you're trying to balance having a job and being an entrepreneur, because it gets worse after uni. You thought you were busy at uni, but I'm still making time. It gets so much worse after uni. Sorry, but that's just the honest truth. But yeah. But just to kind of wrap up anyway, in terms of purpose, what would you say to people, or maybe like if you have anything to kind of like to add about purpose or finding your purpose? Because I get a lot of questions about like, how do you know what you're doing is right, or how do you know like you're fulfilling your purpose or coming to know your purpose? But yeah, what would you?
I would say stop trying to figure it out and allow God to lead you into it. Stop trying to lose your mind and lose sleep, because you're always, even if you're in it, you're gonna question it. I think the one thing that I really understood and I really I hold on to right now is prayer. Asking for guidance, asking for the things that you need, asking to be equipped, and trusting that you are walking in the path that God has set for you. And like I said before, if what you're doing right now might not be the end goal, is something that will lead you into your purpose. So don't stress about it, because I feel like it's something that we stress about. And even if you're walking in it, you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, am I even in the right thing? And then you probably leave it. So don't lose your mind on it. Just walk, take every day as it comes. Like, obviously plan the future, blah blah blah. Not everything will go as it's written, but just trust that, you know, today, God, your will be done in my life. I will walk in my presence, my purpose, and equip me with everything I need. God will place destiny helpers. I never even knew what destiny helpers was until now. And I know that God has, everyone that has been placed in your life is driving you to your purpose, and you won't even realize it yet. But yeah.
Can you tell why I just love her?
Stop it.
Like, just so much wisdom. And no, please, you need to, like, for real, like, take it in. Try not to stress about it too much. I would just say to you, just have faith that you will get there. Have faith that this process is necessary. You know, have faith in what you are doing and what you are building, you know, and have faith that it will all come together for your good. Literally, it will all come together. It might not look like it right now. You are only seeing a limited version of your story, but your story is already written.
It's so
and you
funny,
just
you
have
will
to have
realize
faith.
it.
Yeah, you will realize it, you know. And just know that, you know, walking in your purpose is a journey. It's not a one-time thing. It's a journey and it's a process. So be like willing to take that. But yeah, I think that's kind of everything. But I really do hope that you guys enjoy this video. You know, leave some comments below, actually, things that maybe you're even worried about, you know, from graduating, or that you kind of just have more questions about. To be fair, leave it in the comment section. I'll try and answer them as much as possible. And Teeyana, if you see any, if you pop over and see any, come and like answer them. But yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Please make sure you go over to Teeyana's channel. Make sure you go and subscribe, okay? You want to hear more wisdom, more knowledge, more amazingness, more magic, both of us, everything. Just like, please go over to her channel and make sure you subscribe and hit the bell button so that you know every time she's posted a video as well. But anyway, guys, Girl, no, she's been so amazing. I love her. She just oozes beauty and just amazingness and love and
you're amazing,
just
man.
encouragement. And that's something that you really, that's another thing, guys. You come out of uni, you need to really weed out who needs to be in your life, because trust me, those people will truly,
they're dimming your light.
They will either dim your light or they will motivate you and keep you going. And in that time when you finish uni, you need people that will keep you going, not dim your light. So yeah, anyway, that was the last bit. So I'll see you guys again soon. Stay beautiful.
A few moments later.
I'm so tired. Oh my days.
It's been a long day.
It's been a long day. Is McDonald's still open?
Yeah, 24 hours.
Is it really bad if I go and get a McFlurry?
No, live your best life.
Man said live my best life, but when my stomach is competing with my bum, then you ain't here saying live your best life.
Just squat, girl.
Girl.